Okay, so we're going to learn a little bit more about Mikveh B'ez Hashem. Oh. Hard to remember where we're holding.
Mamma mia.
Okay, so we'll start from the bottom of the first column here. V'neni kishem eke hu kisa shem ab sheyudin. Eke is a kisei. So again, we spoke about this before. The bechina is called eke, right? Means I will be, like the Zohar says. So the shem that's called eke, it comes from bina, generally speaking. It holds the aspect of whatever havaya it is. So we're talking about, right, eked yudin. Right, Shem Eked Yudin is what he's talking about. The Chayra, but you have this Bechina of Shem Eke. It's a kisi to Ab, because again, every level that you reach, the Bechina is called the Shem Ab with the Yud, Yud Vav Dalad, Hey Yud Vav Yud Vav, and the Hey Yud. Right, every level you reach means you have to strive for more. You have to want to bring more. You have to want to actualize and become more based on this level. Right, you want to get to a place where you're Yira before you're Chachma. So when you get more Chachma, you get more connection. You have to get more Yira. You have to get more. Do more, be more, whatever you want to say, daven more, whatever these things mean, whatever yira is. Right, whatever the expression of yira is. Gam techaven ke'elu hadal yudin shel ab oilem mem keneged memsa. Also have in mind that these 4 yudin of the ab is mem that corresponds to memsa. Okay, so now what does that mean? What in the world does that mean? So we have Ab, again, when you write down the name of Ab is Chesed, right? Gematria Chesed. So you have Yud Vav Dalad is 20, Hey Yud is 15. Vav Yud Vav is another new 22, right? And then you have Hey Yud is 15, so that comes out to be 72. That's Shem Ab. That's the level that's Chachma, it's a very, very high level. So you take out the 4 Yuds of that aspect, and right, Yud Vav Dalad is a Yud, Hey Yud is a Yud, Vav Yud Vav is a Yud, and then another Hey Yud is a Yud. It's 4 Yuds. That's Mem the Memsa. So now, just to give a little perspective, the Only Shabbos has very beautiful. Not the Only Shabbos, the rest of Only Shabbos, the author of Kesser Nahira, and I guess Magid Vov Yaakov. I guess Kesser Shentov. I don't know which one. Kesser Shentov and Kesser Nahira on davening. Mm-hmm. He also wrote the sefer called Only Shabbos, and he brings here the Kavos of Mikveh. You'll see it's also similar things. He said when you immerse there Shabbos in Mikveh, right? It's a mem. It's an aspect of mem. Mem so is mem. That's this aspect of tvuna of bina, what the Rish Chachma says in Jarahava. Tvuna means understanding. Bina is of course is bechin of tshuva, the different aspects of tshuva. Mikveh brings the person to tshuva. That's what Mikveh is about. That's what Mikveh is. So of course, I can't not say the Kedushas Yom Tov. The Kedushas Yom Tov saw Psabacha coming in. He said, "Where were you? You were a little late." He said, "Well, I went to the mikveh. It's beautiful to go to the mikveh for tahara. It definitely helps you. It's tahara, like the Baal Shem Tov said." He said, "But so the main thing is not the mikveh. Even though the mikveh is very chashuv, the main thing is learning Gemara, Rashi, and especially Tosfos, breaking your head and understanding. Shachas or chaos. Breaking your head and understanding the Torah. That's the main thing." Don't forget about it. Don't make the ikutafel a tough likas. The Yitzhar will let you daven with the Gishmak. You do everything you have to do, not learn. You have to very, very much work hard to learn. And rest to know, very often, sometimes it's the opposite, right? I can learn and then can't have the rest of it. Say it's hard to find someone who has all the inyanim. People with big ovnim and big lomdim. Having together is not so easy. So everyone according to his Yitzhara. But the mice, you have to be careful not to make the ikutafel tough liquor. The mikveh is very, very important. It's very, very chashuv. So part of the eat of a mikveh is this mem. So mem is the bechina of, right? That's the bechina of this aspect of bina. Bina is the aspect of this nun shari bina, right? So this mem saw plus 10 is the person. Like the Pritz Chaim says, every person is bechina of 10 bechinas, right? Is 10 spheres connected. Whatever you want to say, the bechina, what that means is 10 aspects that brings God into them, one way or the other way. Whatever it is, bottom line is. There's nun b'shari bina that is shaykh to the mikveh. That's what he brings as well, right? Because there's 10 you and then there's mem saw. The mem also represents bina, whatever these bechinas are. That's what we're talking about. So you want to get a nishama yisera from the sort of mikveh, which again is koima, like the Tikkun Zohar says, very, very high bechina. Yeah. So he said there's shemus of the shir kaima you should have in mind. So the top of the mikveh is eke. The four directions, the 4 levels Yud K above K. The ground is Adni. That's the beginning of having mind. So that's what he brings from one Kaddish he brings. This Kaddish, that's what he said. The Baal Shem Tov. In Kavanas HaMikveh. In Ketzer Shem Tov and Yoshi Devriemes, that's what they bring this idea. That's the Baal Shem Tov says. His Kavanah of the mikveh is, the top of the mikveh is Eke, bottom of the mikveh is Adni, 4 sides Yud K above K.
So it's denied that every mikveh has to have four sides?
Well,
So
yeah.
you need to have 4 sides in the mikveh?
Again, there's 4 sides surrounding you. It doesn't matter what's the mikveh.
Oh, okay.
Good question, actually.
We've never seen a triangle mikveh.
No, it doesn't. No, since this is round or it's weird, it's just strange. There's steps and like straight stuff.
If it goes down like
It
that.
depends. It depends. You're in the ocean. There's no force. There's force surrounding you. The very between the 4 and your top and the bottom, of where you are. So that's the of the that's the Baal Shem Tov talks about. Those are the comments a little bit about comments about mikvah. Yeah. And again, we were distant because of whatever tumah there is. You go to the mikveh, it's purified. We'll see that in a minute. So now the Baal Shem, he's saying here, you have this bechina of the, right, you have this 40 saw, and that's these 4 yuds. Gam techabi ke mikveh shu shem eked dehein u mikveh. Ki shem eskaf go tzam ekel yonim. Yeah, so we have like this. You have eked dehein, when you write eked, it's aleph and pei. And it's either yud, it's hey, everyone's the same, and it's hey yud. Yud of dalad, hey yud. Or again, aleph and pei, hey aleph, yud of dalad, hey aleph, and aleph and pei, hey hey, yud of dalad, hey and hey. So that's the mechina, right? So we're talking about here, aleph and pei, hey yud, hey, I'm sorry, yud of dalad, and then hey, that's gematria mikveh, that's the same kana, which comes up a lot. Which again alludes to purity, like we spoke about already, I believe. So that's number 1. That's this bechina of, right, this v'naki, whatever these different bechinas are, right? So, number 1, you have this bechina of mikvah is ekev heyan, risham b'skapsim kol shar eke yonim, all the bechinas of eke. So again, we know eke again is a bechin the shape of bina. The Zohar says, and that means I know zaman lemehave. I am preparing to be. It means actualizing the potential, becoming who you're supposed to be. This is what the mikveh is about. Tshuva and connecting to Hashem, becoming something else. That's what a mikveh is. So here, no, all of these ekes are going in the mikveh. Yes, okay. So I have the mikveh is called the Nachal Elyon. This wondrous Nachal that we want to bring into the bechina of the mikveh. This Nachal Elyon means a complete renewal. Nachal, you know, he says he's the bechina of the Nachal Levan B'Kol Chachma. Right, it's bechina of this flowing river, right, source of understanding. He's accessing. So we want to be zochah. The mikveh is a very high or a very high bechina. We want to be zochah to amazing chadjus. Right, we spoke about this already a little bit. We want to be zochah to renewal through the mikveh. So dal abayas ab sagma ben. You have these 4 abayas which we spoke about already before, which is ab sagma ben. Very, very big kids. Ad bechin of chachma, chesed, connected to Hashem. You don't even know. Can express. Sag is the seer of that, bringing that down into your heart and being on fire for Hashem, changing things. Both of those are above nature, and then Ma and Ben, Ma is Gematria Adam, Ben is Gematria Behema. We each have a Nefesh Bahamis, we have a more emotional maturity, and places where we do better, places where we do worse. We have to bring all these Bechinas are accessed in the mikveh. We begin with Eke, Yud, and Hey, and Aleph. And again, the 3 Ekes, Aleph, Lamed, Pei, Hey, Yud, Yud of Daled, Hey, Yud, Aleph, Lamed, Pei, Hey, Hey, Yud of Daled, Hey, Hey, right, Aleph, Lamed, Pei, Hey, Aleph, Yud of Daled, and Hey, Aleph. Probably say and then between. Each of them has at least like a yud. When you write Havaya, it has 1 yud, right? Each have 1 yud, so all the Zayin Shemus have Zayin yud. So Zayin Sheva Shel Shabbos. So Zayin Sheva Shel Eke Yaakov. Oh, here we go again. Right? Like it says in the Zohar in Pasha Yisrael. Eke Yaakov. Right? Again, it's Bechina of the Eke Yaakov. We didn't do that one? I thought is he going to talk about it?
mentioned Yaakov.
No, did we? It's Bechina of the Tau. Right? I don't know if we spoke about it yet. We have Bechina of the Tau. Yaakov the Alphin. Gematria Tau. Right? The Yaakov Yud Kei Vav of Alphin. So that means Yud Vav Dalet is 20. Right? Hey Aleph is 6. Vav Aleph Vav is another 13. 20 is 6 and 13. 20 plus 19 is 39. Gematria Tau. That's Tau. The Makor Gematria Mem. With the Koz Mem, which is the Mem So. So we see the Bechina that's called the Yaku. Right? Yaku, one of the things it represents is Bechina of the Tal. It's one of the aspects actually here. So the Eki Yaku, these 7 Bechinas, these 4 Bechinas of the Shem is working through when you're connected to Hashem and like Batim Muvot to Hashem, right? That's the Bechina. It's called Chachma Ab. Then the Bechina of Tshuva, right? That's Sag. Again, the Bechina of dealing with when you're in an emotional, stable, good place, right? That's called Ma Adam. And then you have Ben, which is Gematria Behema, when you deal with Nevesh Bahamas, right? Malach Zoh, Bina, Chachma. All the Bechinas and the Kei, the thing that holds the Bechina of Ek, each of them, the Bechina of Tshuva, each of them, which is in Yad of Tshuva, let's see what that is, right? Right, you have, again, however you write the Ek out, they each represent different Yud. And that goes, this is Bechina of Eke Yaakov.
Again, what's this full Yaakov thing?
That's a
what is
good
Yaakov?
question. Yud Kei Vav Hashem Mavaya. That's what it is. Eke Yaakov. And that, again, we're going to see that, I'll mention again what the back on the Chatzira says, we're not going to go too, he speaks a lot about this. I don't want to do it yet because it's not really the Sugya now. The Sugya is going to come more in davening. I'm teaching in just a minute. So the Sugya, when we get to davening, we'll finish this part. But as close as we get to Kanaf and that's when we're going to talk more specifically about Eke Yaakov in the Shemon Esrei as it comes in, and in the Mizvah David, and in the Chavedi, and the Yehesh Mirabah, like where it comes in. Well, then we'll talk about each thing and we'll go in depth. What is this? How is this? For now, you need to know this is a Shem that has to is associated with Shabbos Kodesh. And the different shemas that are associated with each of these names. The Maisa in the Mikveh, the Yud, each of these Yuds is Eke Yaakov as well. It's another thing you can have in mind, I guess. The Mashat is covered is enough, I think. It's pretty, again, knowing where you're holding, but Chassidim, that's what they usually try to have in mind, right? Koima, doing tshuva, right? You have the Bechina, it's Eke above, Adi below, you give up K. Right? That's pretty good, nice kavanah if you can have it. But we'll see. There's another important one. We'll see. We'll get there in a minute. That's a shame. Right? Eki Yaakov Menhum B'Sar Lechavin Ki Pshuton Yesh Behem Zayin Yud. After Chavin Behem U'Meluyim Gam Kei B'Teish Lo Yishem Yud Kei. Oh, right. And I think we might have done this. I don't remember. Have in mind. It's good to review. It's good. This stuff is not exactly easy anyway, so it's good to go through again. Have in mind. Added Yud Kei. Gehem Soid Shabbos in the Gematria Shabbos. Right? You write out all these shemas. You come out with Poras, like Rabbi Nachman says in the Kutumaran in his note in Torah Beis, I guess, right? Torah Beis, right? So you come out with Poras, right? Plus Yud K is Shabbos, right? So we have Ches Yudin, Shem Pei Kimin Now. No, we didn't do this here. Now Shel Nachal, right? Because you have again, so you have another Yud because you have this Poras and 7 Yud, and it counts like 7 Yud. Each of the Shem is another Yud. Plus the Yud from Yud K from the next Shem is 8 Yud. That's the Nun Lamed of Nachal. Right? Nun and Lamed is 80. Right? And close Ches Yud Atzmon Nachal. With the 8 Yud it's Nachal. Again, the point of the Nachal is to be in this place of complete renewal, fresh, moving. But yeah, אחר כך תחבר לכלול כלולוס היודן בעצמם ובכלולוסם כנזכר הם שני כלולים תצרפים לנחל ויהיה מים שוחס המים מקווה. Yeah. So we have like this. You have to be zochet to have 2 klolim, and they bring in the yudin themselves, and these 2 mechiras of the klolim. Right, so you have like this. Nachal is 88. You have the bechin of these 2 different bechinas, 2 different inyanim, right? Klolos hayudin ba'atzma. So we have the yudin themselves are the 7 yudin from the shemis, plus the shem of yud k, which you add on afterwards, right? So that is nachal plus 2, right? There's 2 different bechinas. One place where the yudin come in the 7 shemis, and one place where just the yud k. So you have tzaddik, which is mayim. Nachal plus 2 is mayim. Meshachas mayim mikveh. That's drawing the mayim into the mikveh. And that's of course this inyanim, like more and more the Bechal is trying to access and connect to these levels. Every lechavot Shabbos. V'hu ki alo ches shemus hanal. Dal havayas gimel ek Shem Yukei yesh behem lamed. Oisios v'lamed shel lechavot Shabbos. All these shemus have 30 oisios, and that's the lamed lechavot Shabbos. Kashataysim shnei kolim shehem klos tazayin shemus im Shem Yukei. Again, you add 2, which is the 7 shemus plus yud k. You lamed beis kemi kavod shel lechavot. It's covered. Shdimna kol shemus nam misparam yalev gmatya Shabbos shemalav betanav yud k akol gmatya. All this comes out to be gmatya Shabbos. So that's a part of what we're trying to access, we're trying to get to. It's connected to the shemus. Again, you have to know where you're holding, you have to know for yourself. You can't do this kavanas, you can't do this kavanas, where you are, how you are. That's very, very big kids of what we're talking about here. Now we're going to get to things that are a little more down to earth, more pashut, at least this next paragraph is. So, right? Da, kitzach litbol shtei tefillas. Know that you have to immerse twice, at least. Achas k'dei lahafshit big day chol. Number 1 is to remove the weekday garments that's on your nafsh. We spoke about it already. He means the big day chol, he means there's a bechina in the person that you want to be able to access the new bechina. Another place I found out. Sorry, tefillah acheres the Chavod Shabbos kavod tosefos. Number 1, get rid of the chol. Number 2, Chavod Shabbos. Another place it says 3 times achar lahasir azuhama. Want to get rid of the filth. But carry it to tefillah acheres. But carry is a 4th one. But beis has to be the chol. Get different tefillah for that as well.
Zuhama doesn't take care of the carry?
Again, the different maybe it is 3. One way or the other way, whatever you want to do. The shlos is I think 4. Kids shlos brings 14 times. You have to know for you what you want to do. You do it this way, do that way. It means the kavanah not to necessarily linger. On Shabbos, it's actually problematic to linger in the mikveh. Normally, on Shabbos itself is problematic. But
you do
the warm mikveh is problematic to linger.
if you do more than 3 times, is it considered like
Do what's normal. You can do what's normal.
So what's normal for me?
Whatever is normal for you. You can do what's normal for you. What you feel, you can do. Right, Chavin Bo, the Eke, the Hey, Bigamat Nifka, have in mind. Eke, the Hey, Aleph, and Pei, Hey, Yuvadal, and then Hey, which is Gematria Mikveh. Kana, Matfila, Gimel, the Kamel, Tosef Shabbos. The second time, take rid of Big Dechol, and the third time is Shabbos. So, carry, like I said, Zuhama, that's he's saying that really important. We're saying 3 times. Right, Zuhama, the carry, and then the Dechol, and then Shabbos. Kal Shemus Eke Yaakov Zayin Shemus Shalhem Shusod Shabbos. Eke Yaakov, the 7 Shemus, which we're not going to do now. Again, it's not our sugya. I'm not going to go there right now. It's 7 different Shemus that come out of these bechinas. Like I said, the Rav Yaakov Chatira says because the bechina of Bina, it's actually a very, very, very kedai for Baal Tshuva, especially person who wants to tshuva today to mamish have in mind these Shemus. But again, we're not doing them right now. There are 2 stories in these Shemus. That's just this way. Then this way. We'll see. We'll when the time comes.
Does it mean not to do it?
No, he says dafka do it because it comes from bina and it'll help you do tshuva.
What comes from bina?
These chambers from Ekeyaku, they're bina, so you have to dafka do tshuva. It's very, very chashuv. That's what he says. Yeah, that's what he says. But again, he speaks a lot about them, but it's not for now. This next shtickle, yeah. I guess we'll do the next one as well. Yeah. Well, by those coming at tefillah to chaman the dal abayis. When you go up for the tefillah, have in mind 4 abayis. Absag ma ben. Well, give me eke yud alf and hey. When you go up for the tefillah, again, you can only do it in the water. In most mikvahs l'chayra. Maybe this is a mahalach. We have a really new spitzy mikvah that's very clean and beautiful. Maybe it is okay. I have no idea. I don't know the halachas. The Mishnah Berurah seems to say not. It's problems.
Because of
I heard somebody, if I understood correctly, he was saying, Rabari was saying, this episode of Dirshu, this episode of Shevet HaLevi, maybe. Could be that new mikvahs. Is it okay? I don't know. I said it, I'm not really sure. But actually, you have to work out. I didn't look. I should have looked. I didn't have a chance to look. But actually, the bottom line is that that's the bottom line of things. Like Lemaisa, in the mikvah you can have in mind whatever you want to have in mind.
Inside the water.
There's a lot to have in mind. I don't know if you're to all these, every single thing. You try. There's another chapter on regular mikvah. It's a different chapter. Actually, this is on Erev Shabbos. Actually, you do what you can do. So I think.
To do this, I want to go like more in depth, so it's easier to remember, more understanding.
What again?
I'd like to learn more in depth, so it's easier to understand, easier to remember. Now
Okay.
It's kind of like just like floating around.
Okay, so then just a minute. We'll do a quick summary in a minute. Okay, we'll do summary. That's for sure. Right, but those the taste of Shem Yudke Aniska Harei Hakol B'Matcha Shabbos. Kisod Shabbos Hu Aliyas Zoin Ba'ab Be'ima. As of Sod Yudke. Okay, Shabbos is the lower levels going into the higher bechinas of levels. So we're speaking about again. You have a bechina of, right? Nefesh Bahamas, Ben. Right, connecting in the bechina of Ben. Everything you need to get free. You have nothing much, but it's all right. You're Dalet, hey, vav, and then hey, because there's nothing. You have to give everything like the moon. It's all shining. Bechina is called Adam. It's called Alfin. You connect to Lufa Shalom, like the Gemara says. You connect to Hashem, deep way. Right, so you have this bechina. You're a little bit connected to the bechina of Ekel, a little bit Chuma, on the way to Chuma. So you have your Dalet, hey Aleph, vav, vav, and then hey Aleph. That's Ma, right? That's bechina's Adam. And then on Shabbos, that goes into Yud K, which is the bechina of Chachma Bina. Right, Chachma is bechina where a person's bundled to Hashem completely, and Bina is bringing it down the mice into Tshuva, into all these different inyanim. They're the bechina that are higher. So you have 4 shems, right? You have Absag Ma Ben, right? So Ab Chachma, but Bin Toshem, Sag Tshuva, Ma bring it down into the emotional states when you're in a pretty good place, and Ben the bechina of dealing with the nefesh Bahamas. And then the same thing the ekis. So the 3 different bechinas of ekis, which are levushim of these 4 bechinas, right? Ekya of Heyen, which is levush for Malchus, Alf Lama Pei, Hey, Yodal Hey. This is gematria mikveh. Levush for Ben. You have Ekya de Alfin is of course levush for Ma. You have Aleph Lama Pei. Hey Aleph, Yudal Hey Aleph, the levush of Ma. And then Asag, Ab, the levush for them is Ekid Yud. Aleph Lama Pei, Hey Yud, Yud Daled, and then Hey Yud. That's their levush. All of that is Gematria Tarpaz. Porat. Plus Yud K, which all means this bechina, wherever your Hasagas, so the week goes into Abadi, the bechinas of Chachma being on a totally different level of Shabbos. That's the Yud K you add. Is Gematria Shabbos. That's a big part of the kavanah of Shabbos. So we spoke about, you have the Bechinat Nachal if you want. You can take the Nachal and say, no, the Yud, and I have 7, really 8 Yud, right? Because 7 Yud, each of these 7 names is 7 Yud, and plus 2, because it's 2 different, right? Then plus the Yud of Yud K, then it goes up to, right? It's 8 Yud. That's the Nun Lamed of Nachal, and then it's all Ches Yud, the Ches Koilim is Nachal. This kind of flowing, this beautiful, like the Nachal that he says is nafshe that as far as bring up Pidari, could be the himself also says nafshenu chisel Hashem, that's yearning, it's like our nefashos or yearning for Hashem. It's one of the beginnings of what this Nachal is about, right? It's a very high element, high Indian. So if you add 2 inyanim of the 7 shemis is 1 plus another, so the UK comes to Mayim. That's the Mayim in the mikveh. That's more or less what we saw. That's a lot of what we saw. Everything marriage, but it's very central in terms of what you're doing. So you have this the Memsah, the Bechin of the Memsah. The Bechin of the Memsah is again this Tali of the Bechin of the Yud Yaku with Alfin. I think it's the Mashemtev or the Reish Chachma, right? You've Talin. Hey Aleph Vav is Gematria Tal. plus 1 is Mem, the Mem Sod, the Mem Sod B'chlal is Mechin of Bina, and Tvuna, all these Mechinas of Tshuva, that's what you're dealing with. And he had said something about that, right? The four Yudin of Ab, Yud Dalet, Hey Yud, Vav Yud Vav, and then Hey Yud, which means you're getting connected to the Mikveh. This Mem Sod is from a very, very high place. You're able to connect to this, your button to Hashem, your button Mavutal, you become totally new, totally fresh. That's what the Mikveh is about. When Nassim says, B'chlal, Mayim, he says, before the world there was Mayim. So Mayim has the power to return you to before the world. That's what he says. You go back to the place when everything was Mayim, before the split, before everything. That's why Mayim Dafka is very matai. That's one of the things that Nassim explains what the Mikveh is a little bit. But like, kids, so this is what you really have, like a lot of what we learned is more or less that. Right? That's more or less what we saw. Mayim is Tadik, Tes Yudin, and Absag Maben. A also. They have Tal Yudin, that's number 1. Mikveh is Kana, and Kedayan is another one. Right? It's Kisei to the Ab. Eke in general is Kisei to the Ab, but again, like I said, Eke the Yudin really is the Kisei to the Ab, generally speaking. Daled Yudin of Ab is does, and that's more or less what we saw. Mikveh is Eke, and all the Eke is there as well. That's the whole what we said. That's pretty much it. So this takes about 2 minutes. You have in mind whether you have in mind. Like I said, the Baal Shem Tov says, you don't give up K, Eke, Adni. That's come out of the Mikveh. You want to do the Bechin of Nachal, Hashem to Hashem, where of yearning and longing for Hashem. It's a big union of what a Mikveh is and connecting to a very, very high place. That's what it represents. Going to place before the world was created, like the Master explains. All those beautiful things, beautiful. And you want to, right? Ab has 4 yuds, Sag has 3. Mayim Ben is 1 each, so it's 9 yuds. That's the Mayim of the Mikveh. Mayim of the Mikveh also, yeah, there's Bechin of again, these 7 shemas, very, very foundational. It connects also to Eke Yaku, like we said, but I'm not going to. Eke Yaku becomes it's like its own parak, and it's going to fit in. It's going to be. We're going to learn it inside the text. I'm not going to tell it all outside. It's not, especially it's complex. So it's not that complex. It's like we're slowly. Let's learn about Ab Sang Maben and 3 Ekes. Let's learn about that now. Not other shemas, and more and this and that. Well, it is those shemas too. We'll see what they are and how they are, slowly but surely. I remember when I read that Rabbi B'Chatzira, I was like very inspired. I tried to really kind of like it. Like, hey, you want to? Like I would say the Kutzker, right? Either you're about Tshuva or you're a Russia. Usually, yeah. He says those shares befrat have in mind when you're about Tshuva. But we'll get them. B'Siyat Nishmar. Slowly, I don't know how quickly, but slowly, because we have Purim coming, Pesach coming, but latla. Everything we'll get. When we get to, we'll latla. Slowly but surely. Everything slowly but surely. Pesach, I'm continuing. I have shurim up that are a decent part of Pesach already. Yeah. And we're just going to continue where I hold it. Up to you. Listen, that's a shame. You listen, you'll hear the other stuff. We'll go into it, explain, make the kids of it. Read it again, and when I'm finished, maybe try, or at least more of it. So, usually the camera's already gone out long ago. I don't know if it has this time.
No, it's still recording, right?
Amazing, Baruch Hashem. That's it. Nisan. So that's the ending of a little bit what we said. So again, very, very straightforward. What we have in mind. What do we need to have in mind in Mikveh? There's a few things. The foundational shemas we're talking about are Absag Ma'amen. Right? Chachma B'Dil Hashem. Sag is Tshuva. Ma is emotional states bringing Hashem in. Av Yud Dveikis. Right? And the memory of the Aviyud Dveikus, and then is the no Abba, no Hira, no Dveikus when you're like struggling for your life and like the things is very hard for you. Yeah. Then all you need to, in your level, wherever you're holding, you have all these echinas. Then you have the higher echinas, which is that Shabbos, Yud K. You're the higher, a new level of Abanimali. You're totally somewhere higher. Everything gets picked up, everything gets uplifted. That's what Shabbos is about. That's what Shabbos is. Everything gets uplifted. Everything gets. Right, so you want to prepare. So then, again, we saw also you're getting rid of you get rid of the Zahama, you big dechol, you big day Shabbos, the Mikveh Shabbos, carry, get rid of the carry. That's the 3 that Reed talks about as well. So you try to do what you can, whatever you can have in mind. So we said 7 shemas. So 7 shemas in the Fide Nachal Nafshel Hashem. Whether you're in for Hashem, right? And the Bechim of the 7 shemas, these 7 shemas, 7 Yud. That's no lamed of Nachal, and then the Yud K also. So you have this. The 7 Yud plus 7 Yud plus the Yud of the Yud K is the Chesem Nachal, and 2 Bechinas, 7 shemas plus 1, that's the Mayim. It's another level of the Mayim, which the Mayim is also the 9 Yud of these 7 shemas. Right? Because again, Ekep, the 9 Yud of the 4 Shemus, right? 4 Nab, 3 in Sag, 1 in Ma, 1 in Ben, right? That's what we saw. And that's pretty much again. And then Paras, all these levels, all these, right? I was talking about Ben, Ekid, the Alphin, Hey, and Yudin, Hey, and Alphin, Hey, whatever you want to say, right? All these Bechinnah. Because that'd be Paras plus Yud K is Shabbos. That's the Bechinnah that's called Shabbos. That's a little bit what we access. There's these murdic iris of tremendous tshuva, every level, getting to this place of tshuva and ekid, anazam mahabi, and actualizing. That's what we're talking about, more or less, when we talk about mikveh. That's a little bit what mikveh is. A little bit. Again, the Baal Shem Tov says more passion, right? Ekid, adni, yukim, okay, more passion. And then the Reish Chachma was mem is bechina of tshuva, and again we saw, right. Every person has 10 bechinas, and then the mem size is nun sharibina. It's another thing he says. And the bechina of all these inyanim is that really you're not really going to mikveh. You're going into this unbelievable light that's full of like tremendous illumination. You think you're doing a physical thing. You're not doing anything physical. You're doing incredible. Like there's a time on Shavuos it says that there's a bechina when the Shechina is kivyachol toivel to connect to make this unbelievable zivug that happens Shavuos by day. And that is the source of every mikveh. And they state that Nassim brings it to the broke down this bechina. That's the source of every mikveh. It's wondrously high, sublime time. So that's a little bit about mikvos. We're more or less done. More or less finished with mikveh. Pretty much there. Yeah, well, let's do the last little bit. If you have a few minutes, maybe we'll do the last little bit. Because Shetalim in Amayim, we're up to Ein Ches, second column. Because Shetalim in Amayim, when you go up from the water, turn pasuk im tashim b'Shabbos b'Lag. Right, you say the pasuk if you return from the Shabbos, your feet, you're careful with your feet on Shabbos. Merizala, Kshay Olim Benatfil Lohaya Menagim Atzam Mitbat B'Lechetzer Ki Hein Meimei Shabbos V'Roy Leguf Lisha Beisam. There's an Indian of Chassidim that they don't drive themselves off after preparing for Shabbos. They tell the mikveh because it's kedai for the goof to bring the water in. Again, you have to. Some people it's freezing out. It's what you can't. You just can't do. You can't do it. You can't do it. You have to know for yourself if you're holy. Maybe you see the point is that this is a very holy thing. Okay, pardon me. Fine. With that, K'moy sheish hefresh ben kedusha Shabbos l'chol l'chein he tefillah be'erev Shabbos kaniska. There's a difference between Shabbos and Chol, and that's why it's tefillah on Erev Shabbos, as you said before. And it doesn't matter you're told before or not. Erev Shabbos is a new thing happening. You have to prepare yourself. Get rid of the Chol, the Shabbos, right? Kain gam kish hefresh kedusha leil Shabbos the Yom Shabbos. There's a big difference between the night of Shabbos and the day of Shabbos. Ki chamura kedusha yom. Right, the kedusha yom is more strict, more serious. So mitzvah b'ikir Yom Shabbos. You have to immerse in the morning and the day. I can't believe he doesn't bring this. No, he doesn't bring it. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, the Reese, it's like incredible because the Reese, like you wouldn't bring this is like usually stick like he would bring. The Reese said it's like the Kohen Gadol changed the Gadim to a higher bechina. Shabbos B'day is it's your kippur order, but now it's time to make a doli new. It's like very beautiful. It really spoke to me always. Which Chassidim brings it, but he doesn't bring it, I guess. Right? Ukosh Kedi Yitma carry a person to carry a forcing will be a kiaz ain suffix that tefillah vadi needs to be total. We know the halachis Mishnah also comes out if Bal carry can go, otherwise you shouldn't go. Then in Yisrael, in many places you go one way or the other way because again the Arizal was very into the Sicilian. And it's a different halachim of what to do, how to do. But the Ma'isa, that's the meaning by Chassidim Ma'isa. I saw even I don't want to talk about who because you never know the person. It could be never every Friday night. You don't know that they're Mako. I don't want to say. So who's very big Gronik, who's in every week he's in the Mikveh. I'm afraid to say his name because maybe he's always he did the sign. He's about carries, and then most authorities say you go.
On Shabbos.
Yeah, even on Shabbos. But so I don't want to say the name, but people go to kids. Big people went to the mikvah on Shabbos. It's a big thing. Apidari.
So why do you have to bring that they have to be carried? A lot of people
Some people say that only about carry can go on Shabbos to the mikvah. The pool is only about carry. The Mishnah it's not so good if he is. It's not so good to be if you're not. It's not such a great thing. The kids are the Maisa. Bottom line is.
There's no reason why the police want to do it.
Yes. That's not right. Exactly. That's why I'm saying the minig in many places. The many places the minig is to go one way or the other way.
All these one, but you shouldn't.
That's
go.
right. Again, there's different yana, but like there are many places there's many to go, and no matter how you do it. Ki az ein zav on them im lo yitzon b'kari any tzarich rak tefila achas tabad. You didn't have time to carry. You only need one on that day. But tchavim ba in tarpaz ka levad shushaz tefila atzmi. Right. So you have in mind again. You're absad ma ben. Right. Eked the hey, which is kana. Right. The yud, which is kasa. And the aleph, which is kamad, all that is tarpaz, plus yud k is shas. That's the kavanah of Shabbos by day. And every Shabbos is also a part of the kavanah, so maybe it's the most important kavanah. That's what he says. We're on the last paragraph of Mikveh, then we finish Mikveh Bez Hashem. Right? On the Matfilas Mincha, Yom Shishi, Techavit, Ba, Heitim, Koshi, B'yan, the step of kavanah, do it right, but once we step of kavanah. There's all kavanah in Mincha of Shabbos. Here, we already finished Mikveh. Kim the Esahi, Maschili, Kol, that was L'Alo, is from that moment, all the worlds start to go up. Lichol zemazeh, include one the other achak chas panecha, then wash your face achak yadecha and your hands, blecha and your feet, and ma'im chamin kasher inspired Hashem in hot water, as he'll talk about later. Better to take a shower. The reason says that this shower removes the klipas. We'll see, that's Hashem. We're not going to break the tomorrow also, I believe. You test. But you have to know that these things, everything we're doing in Shabbos, we're trying to pick up all the worlds and bring them back to where they were for Adam Rishon before the Chet in Gan Eden. That's where we want to go. That's Shua Shlishis. That's where we reach. And we're talking all these different levels. Levels again. That's more going to be in the Knaf for Nonin. He says have in mind what he says when they're bowing all the 4 times in the tefillah. You have a special kavanah, the fidari, whatever you're doing, because there's special things happening. The worlds are all being picked up now. And it's all the time, it's very, very holy and sublime. Shabbos is a tremendously holy and sublime time. You can get unbelievable acquisitions if you only connect the way you should. Only try the way you should. It's a time of work, which is, it's hard to express the greatness of what's happening on Shabbos. I know I always say from the Kol Yaakov, I probably already said it, I found it very, very beautiful. It really did an impression on me. It's this long discourse on the Kavanas of what Shabbos is. The first thing he says is that the earlier Sfarim hid what's really happening on Shabbos. He says, I'm going to follow them too, I'm not really going to tell you anything. And then after he has 6 pages or something that's deep, Kabbalistic, he's like, but that's not really what's going on. It's like a little bit, And you're like, wow. Because it's like beautiful stuff. It's like, this is not what's happening. This is not what's happening. Who knows what's really happening? Yeah, it's unbelievable. So Shabbos is like an incredible time. It's something we don't even understand. It's the highest thing. So Shabbos is a very, very big Indian. And we have this great opportunity, this beautiful opportunity to really connect. And one of the ways of doing that is mikveh if you can. But one way or the other way, at the very least, tshuva and connection, whatever way you can. To realize that every bit of goodness that I do, every bit of goodness that I'm holding by and that I'm with, is of tremendous value. Shabbos is unbelievably valuable. Rabbi Shai says every hour learned on Shabbos is like 1,000 hours during the week. It's a very, very, very hard time. I had a friend used to say that that's not a chiddush because it's 1,000 times harder to learn. So of course it's going to be 1,000 times. That's what he said. He said, "Come on, it says the harder we work, the harder the toil, the more the reward." So obviously it's 1,000. That's what he made a little joke. But everything on Shabbos is much higher, tremendously sublime. We have no idea what's going on, what a Shabbos is, how a Shabbos is. We just don't really understand what's going on. And as much as possible, we ask Hashem not tsar, not difficult on the day of Menucha, because as much as possible, Shabbos is the time for Menucha, for connection again to the Bechin of Chachma, like I always say, right? From Ramad Valley, it says deep serenity. Margoa, Nafshi, Shalva, these like Lishoidas, which are like you're just connected, you're doing good, everything's beautiful. That's the Bechin of this Chachma, this Bechin is called Ab. Right? So that's what we want to get to. That's Shabbos and Yud K, but mainly this Bechina, the Bechina of Kodesh Kedusha has to do with Chachma, with this Bechina of so deep serenity. That's the proper place to be on Shabbos. We're trying to. We're yearning to, and Hashem's going to help us. We're going to be Zocher. That's Hashem.